welcome to the SML podcast. This is SML Total Access, and I am Primetime 000. With me today is my co-host, ZZ the Great. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Prime? It's your boy ZZ the Great. We back, Total Access. We ready to kick a little bit of ass here mid-season. We got some great topics for you guys, and we're ready to go.
Yes, sir. Halfway through Season 4. I'm fired up, man. We're going to kind of talk a new segment in the SML where we kind of hit on a little bit of everybody. So let's start with the bums of the SML. Last time I counted 4 teams in the SML right now, 0 wins. Who gets the first win?
Whew. Yeah, that's a big question. Well, we know it's not me because I had a win yesterday. Yeah. It was one of the most exciting losses I've ever had. And me and Spooky World, which is a great up and coming player, he's doing great right now at 5-1. And I was trying to get my first win against him. I pretty much had the game. I wouldn't say I had it won, but I was going for a 2-point conversion, up 30-something seconds left on the clock, and I throw a big pick. And Spooky World takes it back to the house. I lost on the pick too. For those that don't know and didn't watch the game, you missed a great losers game.
Yes.
So, but other than that, as far as the guys that could be the next guy, that loser list consists of myself, the Giants, Tiny Titans, and my boy Raiders fan.
Yes.
Now, if I'm guessing here of who's gonna get this first win, I'm gonna be the optimist and say myself. But if not me, before that, Tiny Titans will get the win.
Yeah, Tiny Titans is a solid player. I would agree with that. You and Tiny Titans, and I do want to point out, Raider fan has not won a game since season 2. We're in season 4, and listen to this. He has lost 1, 2, 3, 4. He's lost his last 26 SML games. 26 games.
Ooh.
He went 0-16 last season. He lost his last 4 in season 2, and he's lost his first, I think, 6 or 7 this year.
Wow.
That's bad. That's historical SML bad.
That's staggering. Hey, but you know what I'm going to say about that, though, man? As much as Raider may complain, and much as he does say, and, you know, his entertainment value has dropped off a little bit because he's got a job and stuff or whatnot. But, man, Raider is a great SML user. He's a great owner. SML wouldn't be the same without Raider. And the fact that he's able to lose this many games and still stay in it and still stay more active than a lot of these other guys that are at the bottom tier and some of them that are in the top tier is to me a testament of his dedication to the SML and how much he loves this community.
And yeah, you could say what you want about Raider fan. He's doing podcasts. He's doing a lot like you said. And a lot of people will disappear when they lose 3 games out of 7 or something. They'll be doing some work for the league and then just drop off. This guy has lost 26 games, and he's in chat every day. Yet he might have differing opinions from me on how the game awards people. But you know what, dude? If I lost 26 games in a row, I might be saying the same thing because that's freaking that's obscene.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't because I lose all the time. Yeah. And I just lost a big game to K. Sandler. I forget what he who is he in our league? But these are the cards in the primer.
Yeah.
And, man, I lost on a bull crap PI call, man. It wasn't even nowhere near a call, and he doesn't even know where the PI call came from. But I lost on it because of it. And you know what I told her? I texted him, hey, madness, it's a video game. It is what it is. Sometimes things go bad for you. And a lot of times if your team is bad and your record is bad things happen, and that kind of happens in real life. So, right. I mean, it is what it is. And like, and more to my point, I lose all the time. I mean, but it doesn't discourage me from playing this fun, interactive experience that we call the SML and a CM, what is it, CMF, CFM, whatever.
CFM.
CFM, yeah. This experience to me is it's like I said, it's better than any expansion pack I ever bought for any game. So
Yeah.
this is that I don't get discouraged by losing.
I will say, there is some establishing a culture. Like if you watch NFL games and certain teams like Cleveland, the Bills, they're just off the top of my head, teams like
Mm-hmm.
that where they always seem to find a way to lose the close games. And then you look to the SML or the higher up in the NFL, like the Patriots up until this year, uh, and just teams like that. The Chargers are another one that always losing heartbreaking games. And then there's the teams who
Yes.
come up just cardiac cats. You know, they always find a way to win the close ones, and you have that in the SML. And I feel like if there's the teams who lose a lot, and they're usually close games, believe it or not. Like your game, perfect example against Spooky World. You were up by one with 30 seconds left. You threw a pick two on a 2 point conversion attempt and lost. So if you could set a new culture of winning close games just like that, you would go from 0-7 to maybe 5-4, 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
So it is just a few plays here and there, and I
Yeah.
think that it's just interesting to think about, I guess.
I truly believe that me, Gab Mack, the Giants. Who's our other guy that's
Heidi
losing
Titans,
here?
who made the playoffs season one.
Tiny Titans. Yeah, and he made the playoffs. I truly believe that each one of these guys. I'm sorry I didn't include you in that, Raider, but each one of these guys are like one or two decisions per game from returning back to playoff status. I think we can turn our teams around. It's just about a little dedication, and like I talked about before, I mean, I haven't been as dedicated to Madden as I always have been, and I mean, and because I played so many games, and my life's kind of got a little bit more busier lately, and I know you and with the primer. I know you guys don't see me in chat as much because I'm, having to deal with the primer, and I'm not a two league type of guy, and having to manage one league and be in another league it's a bit not overwhelming, but it's more. So and I'm not making an excuse for why I'm losing, but what I'm saying is I just need to rededicate. I have to concentrate. I have to take every game more seriously, and
Yeah.
I think if I do that, I could be a lot better. Same for the other guys.
You have a case of primetime Madden 19 season 1 and 2 is what you remember that when I had that little rough
Yeah, I
patch.
remember. Yeah,
That's what you're
yeah,
going. That's what you're going through right now.
yeah, yeah.
Switching
Like,
gears to mid tier guys, the AFC East, and Conk is gonna go freaking nuts because we're gonna talk about him here. Uh, AFC East is tight between the Jets, Patriots, and Bills. You got Royce, you got QB stud over there, and you got Conk. Who's gonna win that freaking division?
if I'm guessing off the top of my head, I'm gonna say that the Patriots is the old Seattle owner from the primer.
Uh,
Is that what is it, Q
I
Stud?
think he was like the
What's his name?
Buck, or I think he was in the NFC South. I
Oh,
forget.
okay, he's a Buccaneers or something. Okay, all right. If I'm gonna take a wild guess, and I mean because I've discounted him before, and I'm gonna try to make up for that because he made the Super Bowl that year. I'm gonna say Royce is gonna come out with this division,
Yeah.
and the Jets are gonna top them all. Cock is a good player. I know everybody knows he's the loudmouth of the league,
Hmm.
but I don't think he's gonna be able to overcome both the Patriots and the Jets.
Right. I would agree with the fact that I got Jets at 1, Patriots at 2, Conk at 3, Dolphins at 4. The reason being,
Exactly.
first of all, the Jets are just what I know, and I'm not going to go against what I know. He made a Super Bowl appearance. He's usually right there in the thick of things for the wild card round. QB stud, I played him. He's solid, man. It wouldn't surprise me if he won the division, but right now I just haven't seen enough of him to say that he's going to win the division over Royce. But if anybody's going to do it, I think QB stud has the best chance outside of Royce. And Conk, I know he makes a lot of noise. He does have a bright future, I think. Just not this year. He's already 3-4, one game back, but 3-4. I would expect the Jets or the Patriots to win that division.
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, moving on. Well, we got the AFC West. We want to touch on here.
I wanted to kind of bring up actually. Yeah, first of all, Haas over there in the AFC West, man, he's having a down year again. Blunt burner 4-2. Haas 2 games back of winning the division. Is he missing the playoffs?
Well, I watched a couple games with Haas, And seeing him lose to Blunt Burner last time, and and everybody knows isn't the most gracious loser.
Yes,
And
yes,
he's going off or whatnot. But Haas has promised that he will not only make the playoffs. He says he's going to the Super Bowl.
yeah.
I don't know if you missed that in chat or not,
I
but
saw it.
yeah, you saw it. Okay, Haas has proclaimed, he's made the proclamation that he is going to the Super Bowl this year. So, with that in mind, I am going to say that I would put Chiefs at 1, Blunt Burner at 2, Broncos 3, and Raiders 4.
So you're saying that Haas will end up making the playoffs?
Yeah, when Haas plays good and he's dedicated, and usually when he's mad, he usually plays pretty good.
He has on his schedule left two step, Tiny Titans, the Broncos, the Raiders, the Colts, the Texans, Ravens, 49ers, and Cardinals. I see three games, the Niners, the Ravens, the Colts, and the Texans. Maybe that's four, where he could potentially lose. If he loses those four, he goes 8-8.
Yeah,
So
if he loses those four,
yeah,
but
so
will he win the division?
yeah, and I don't think 8-8 is good enough to win his division. But Blunt Burner has proven in the past that he can. He's up and down this cycle, but Blunt Burner's playing well right now.
Yes.
I do think that Haas will find a way to sneak into the playoffs, and he will need to definitely up his game if he's going to make up on that Super Bowl proclamation. I just
Yeah.
I don't see it happening this year for him.
Only because, like you said, going with what you know. And what I know is that Haas usually steps up towards the end of the year. I
Hmm.
mean, I've never seen him below 10 games, I don't think.
Yeah,
And and then the fact that I have seen Blunt Burner falter mid-season or in the beginning of the season, and
yeah,
Blunt Burner can be all over the place
right,
sometimes. So I mean, Blunt Burner, you're an excellent player. I mean, shit, I don't know if there's a better runner right now,
right.
but if I'm going with what I know, Chiefs
If right,
first.
and if I am gonna knock Haas, though, I will say every tough opponent he's played this season, he's lost. Lost to the
Mm,
Patriots, lost to the Seahawks, lost to the Jaguars. So he's gonna need to find a way to beat the tough guys if he's gonna make the playoffs and do anything in the playoffs. Also,
very true.
talking high tier, Gramazins missed the playoffs last year. He's leading his division over a governor. What's gonna happen with that?
Yeah, that's what I heard a little part of the chat, even though I do be behind them. I do read it. And yeah, Graham's talked about if the season ended today, he'd take the East. So,
Yeah,
but that's a big if. If he won, if that
right.
would have happened, that would be the case. But I'm not too sure because we've seen Graham's play at a higher level than what he's been playing lately.
Hmm.
And and if I'm gonna say that he's gonna outdo both Eagles and gamepad, because gamepad is what 4-3, he's one game
Yeah.
behind Grams. This all could change in 1 week. So I'm gonna put Eagles first, Redskins next, Cowboys after that, and of course Gab McAfee.
Yeah, I think it depends on what type of grams we get because I played him week one and he was very, very the most predictable he's ever been on the offensive side of the ball. I picked him off like four times. And I think that Grams needs to kind of get back to what he knows with making less mistakes, playing smart, running the rock. I feel like he's kind of pressing the issue. But right now, look, he's playing good. He's 4-2. He's lost to me, so that was one of his losses. And other than that, I don't know who he's lost to, but I think Grams might actually win the division. And I do have a post here from our anonymous SML personality.
Mm,
Anonymous SML personality. And he says this on the Grams Eagles battle. Grams has built a team specifically to compete in this cheese division, with Eagles and Redskins both being known for their own brand of cheese Madden. I believe Grams could beat Gov eventually and advance to the Super Bowl, but I'm not sure he will. I think Gov will break out some cheese like he's saving, like moms find china on special occasions, all year to put Graham back in his place. So he's saying that Graham's ultimately might fall to the mozzarella cheese of the governor. So
Now, this is anonymous player here. I mean, this is anonymous user. Is this a Twitter account or is this just a message you received?
this is a message I received. I've asked this guy privately to be our anonymous personality,
Okay.
And he's messaged me that. So
so you're saying that the NFC East is a cheese factory.
that's what he's saying. That's not what I'm saying.
That's what he's saying. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You're saying that's what he's saying. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
and he's saying that he doesn't think Grams might not be able to overcome that. That Grams is going to struggle. So that's just something to think about, something to ponder, if you will.
I got you.
So moving on, we're 15 minutes into this podcast.
Oh yeah, we got to speed it up.
So what's your?
You want to top on a couple other top tier players here, real quick?
Yeah, Meats. What do you think about Meats? He's undefeated. Me and him play next advance on Tuesday's advance. Who's going to win that matchup?
Meats the GOAT, man. I mean, he's the baby GOAT. So you are his Achilles heel. You'll probably beat him. And but other than that, I mean, Meats has done everything but show his fortitude in the playoffs. He has not yet to take away the stigma of the folding chair thing.
What do you think about that folding chair thing? Is it? I've asked him. I'm not sure if you listened to the interview. Meats says he doesn't put too much weight into it. I think he's a liar. I think he thinks about that. What do you think?
Of course, I listened to it, and of course, Meats thinks about it. He does. There's no way he doesn't. Man, I wouldn't, like I said, I would never forget the time Meats lost in that division conference championship and blew a gasket. Meats a blast, man. But you fucking lost it that day, dude. I didn't know if you was gonna get kicked or if you were just gonna be fucking quit Madden altogether. I didn't know what the hell was gonna happen that day. But to say that Meats doesn't take this shit serious is laughable. Meats takes this shit very serious. He wants to break that stigma. He's probably screenshotted every single folding chair comment.
No lie, bro.
And so you guys get ready if he ever does beat.
I bet to play Madden games, he sits on a folding chair just to motivate himself.
Make himself uncomfortable just to piss himself off.
So,
oh man. Okay. What about Future, man? Let's talk about Future.
Jesus, man, Future, and we haven't got him on yet, but he's another folding chair. I'm just gonna call guys out. Don't at me. Future.
Don't at him.
Future. Time to step up. Oshie. Time to step up. Grams. Time to step up. Haas. Yeah. I know you won one ring, but you're in Oshie's boat. You got to step up now. You know, you've got your ring, but I need to see more from you. I mean, those are some guys that.
I would say if I'm ranking hashtag folding chairs, which don't add me because I know I'm a loser. Whatever. If I'm ranking if I'm ranking folding chairs, I'm gonna say I'm gonna have to put Future above Meats.
So you think Future's a better player?
He's been doing it longer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying who's been folding the most and the longest, and I think Future's at the top of that tier. I'm gonna even say Bears even before Meats because he's been doing it a lot longer. And then you got your boy Meats. Those are our top 3 folding chairs.
I would organize that list. I would probably put Future at 1. And then Meats at 2 and Oshie at 3, just because Oshie's made a few Super Bowl appearances. He's just ran he's ran into the buzzsaw of the GOAT. And
Hey, you know what? I'm changing my list. You're right. That is the correct list because Oshie did make a championship or 2.
So yeah, exactly. And Future, he's everybody's hot pick, literally. Every year this is Future's year, and every year like clockwork he just doesn't get it done, and he's just gotta get it done. He's got to
The Future, man, you gotta figure it out, man. I don't know, have a few drinks before you play your next playoff game.
Get some of that CBD oil. That's what I
get do. Some CBD oil, man. Smoke you one, whatever. You might not smoke, but
do it anyway.
Do it anyway. So whatever gets you over the hump, brother. Because you know I'm one of your main fans.
Yes, me as well. So moving on. What's your favorite? Or no, that's not even the question. What's your way too early hopes for Madden 2021?
My way too early hopes for Madden 2021. Well, I hope, and I'm sure a lot of guys are with me, that they invest some time into franchise, man. I'd like to see some optional contract things that we could do. I like to see it's. I mean, I've thought about this so many different times when I'm playing the game and stuff, so it's kind of hard to just bring them out. But it's so many little things in franchise that can make the experience so much more enjoyable, so much more interesting. But of course, with Mutt, they have not implemented any of it, and this year, one thing that I mean, a few things that I like to stop is, man, fucking stop with the goddamn updates.
Hmm.
Just, I mean, make a good game and leave it the
Right.
hell alone. Because most of the time we could all agree this game is usually plays freaking good in the beginning. I
Right.
understand that guys figure out bugs and they figure out shit. Fix those bugs and stop fucking with everything else.
Right.
If they could do that, I think yes, next year's game would be great. I like the X factors. I like the superstar abilities. I like that direction that the franchise mode is going in. But other than that, man, let's just leave our game alone. I mean, the game played great.
If you notice, um, right when the game first comes out, they're very patch happy. Like it'll be once every three weeks or so. I would imagine. I'd guess.
Yeah,
And then around this time of year, I feel like their shift focuses to the next Madden because when was the last time we've had a patch? So this is
yeah,
the game we're playing right now is just the game we're gonna have, in my opinion. Like
yeah. For a while.
for a while now. And but like you said, just more depth in franchise mode. And I'm questioning if they're going to uh, do much for the PS4 franchise since PS5 is coming out, and maybe that's why they didn't add too much this year in a franchise. Maybe they're gearing up for a PS5 Madden 21 that'll have a lot more features, and maybe that's kind of why we didn't get so much this cycle either. That might be wishful
Yes,
thinking, but that'd be nice. Just more depth. You hit on the head. Contracts, scrimmages, whatever. Revamped injury system, gameplay,
yes,
revamped challenge system, revamped injury, whatever. List goes on.
yeah.
Just fix the freaking game.
Fix the
So
game.
final topic, barbershop
Yes,
talk.
yes.
I got roasted in chat, man. I got freaking roasted about tipping. And I want to defend my name, and I want your opinion on it first. So, do you tip? Mike FML tips. He's got a calculator. He goes out. If it's average service, it's 20%, but if it's better, it's around 25%. So what do you do?
I'm not. Well, look, I'm gonna get my gram slash NYT on and disclose a little information. Me and my wife, we love these like fancy restaurants. We go to Perry's, Dick and Anthony's, these spots around Houston that are big time, dine in spots. So I'm used to having to tip on a $300 bill.
Oh,
I'm not
what?
trying to cap. I'm not
Oh,
trying to. I'm
what?
not capping. This is trying to seem like I'm somebody or none of that. No, it's not that. It's just I'm just saying when you have to tip on a $300 bill, and okay, if I do my quick math, 50, that's $45. I mean, I still throw the guy, especially if it's great service. I'll give them $70.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm at Chili's and I know it's a waitress and she's being like excellent and she's just great, I'm gonna throw her $20 off top.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's an average server, she only came by to check and just gave us dinner or whatever, didn't pay much attention to us. I mean, I'm gonna give her $5, sometimes maybe 8, something like that.
And how much is your
But
average bill at Chili's? Would you say for
at
the Chili's
Chili's, it
deal?
depends on who. It's just me and my wife. I
Yeah,
mean, that's what $25,
yeah,
$30,
25, $30.
$30. So I mean, like a $10 tip
So
is for me. That's like 33%.
yeah,
And so for me, I always overtip. And I only do it because I know that servers, especially the ones that work at restaurants, don't get paid, minimum wage, the regular minimum wage. They usually get paid a tip wage first, and they make most of their money off tips. I used to date a girl that used to waitress at Papa's,
mm-hmm.
and especially on weekends, that's when they make all their money.
Right,
But they but you have to. I mean, and yeah, your food could suck. Things could go bad, guys. If your food sucks, things go bad. But your waitress or waiter is accommodating and is being and is paying attention to you and is sympathetic to the situation, then you take care of that person. Don't worry about what's going on with the restaurant and the prices of the restaurant and that kind of thing. I think I heard Ram say something about, hey, if they want a better tip, lower their price. No, that's ownership. That's ownership that's running those prices up, man. It's not the people that's employed there. That girl still has to go and feed a family. Everybody has to earn their wage, and some of them only do it by tip. So we have to kind of take care of those people.
Yeah, my opinion, and me and the wife, believe it or not, in our early 20s, we're not going to the ZZ restaurant. We're not spending $100, 150, 2, 3, 400 bucks. You're crazy. I need some of that. So we're spending. We go to Chili's, and $30, $35, and on average, I'll tip $5, $6. And the reason being is that I just feel like a majority of service is mediocre, and I'm not expecting like a handy under the table. But like you said, if they screw the order up, they don't even need to like be like, oh, I'm so sorry. They could just be like, listen, here's what we can do, and then I'll tip them more if they screw up the order. I've tipped $100 because they screwed up the order and the lady was just nice about it, and I just feel like most service is mediocre. So I tip more off service than percentage. I know some people go percentage, but I think $6 on a $30 order isn't bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm just cheap. Maybe I'm a tightwad.
Yeah. Let me do my math real quick. 6 into 35. That's 5. No, I'm just messing with you. But it man, what it boils down to is okay. Yeah, okay. Service is service, and I get it. You gotta, but I've always.
Do you tip your barber?
Oh, of course. Every single time.
Tip him? What's your barber cut?
He charges $20. I usually give him $30.
So you give him $10 tip.
Yeah, I give him $10 tip.
Mine charges $15. I give him $20.
Oh, see, there you go. That's about right. Yeah, and you're tipping correctly at the bar. It's just that the restaurants you just might want to up it up just a little bit. Prime. I understand everybody don't have it, but if you're getting good service and you're going out and you get good service, man, tip the person. And which brings me to another quick point before we get out of here.
Yes.
Also, for you young guys, anybody who does not know or who has not had the experience of working in a fast food restaurant or anything else, man, do not argue with people that fix your food. Simple as that. If you're at the table and you're disgruntled, call a manager, get somebody else you can talk to, or leave. Because do not argue with people that fix your food. If you're arguing through a drive-through, I've been with friends that have argued with people through a drive-through, and I won't order. I'll be like, I'll eat when I get home.
Yeah.
Or I'll go somewhere else, because I've worked in fast food before and I've seen what happens. And when you argue with somebody, and I don't know if I should give an example.
Spitting in the food is real? Is that a thing?
Dude, I seen a guy at Pizza Hut, which I didn't work at Pizza Hut, but I had friends and my girlfriend had worked at Pizza Hut. And I was in there late night, and they was taking those late night orders from Pizza Hut. And somebody got disgruntled on the other line. And they was talking all kind of crap, but they still wanted their pizza. So this guy is making their pizza. Mind you, he had a cold. I seen this guy spit a Lugia cold and some of the green stuff into his sauce and mix it up. I know this is graphic, fellas, and you might be turning away, but and mix it up real good and spread it on this guy pizza and served it and put it in the oven and served it to these people, man. And I'm just saying, if you can't see the people making your food, don't argue with them. I don't give a damn what's going on. Leave.
I agree.
They have the power.
I agree.
They have the power. Don't do it. Don't do it.
That's a good
point. Don't do it. They stick buns down their pants. They do all kinds of stuff that you'll never know.
So it's nasty. So there you guys go.
I just saved you guys life. I just helped you guys in a life learned lesson.
I've learned something. And hopefully you guys learn, if we go to an SML meetup, either we're not going to Chili's or you're tipping for me, because I'm not pushing more than $6 on that tip, just so you know. Straight up. That's not a lie. So SML meetup's gotta be at McDonald's or something.
No, man, we're gonna eat something, bro. We're gonna eat something good. I'll handle the tip, fella.
So, all right, guys, that was SML Total Access as we hit 30 minutes, one of our longer episodes. Wow, amazing. ZZ, you got anything else to say?
No, that's it, man. Everybody, catch us on Twitter, on well, I wish we were on more platforms, but Twitter, YouTube, SML,
Spotify. Meets has got us on Spotify.
Spotify. Oh yeah, Meets has just put us on Spotify. So man, you can catch all these podcasts on Spotify too. And SML.com, SimMaddenLeague.com. I'm sorry.
Yes.
SimMaddenLeague.com. Sign up, man. We need a couple more guys in the primer. The primer is almost full, guys. I think we got like two teams left. So the primer is almost full. We got like 2 teams left. We need a couple guys to sign up. Let's get in there, man. That'll get you into the main league, which is the SML, the greatest league on the planet. Yes. So sign up and join us today, fellas.
Yes, sir. I agree. Guys, apply simmanleague.com, Twitter, whatever he said. Royce, just quick shout out, Royce. Great job on the Rolling with Royce. Love the articles. Guys, this is SML Total Access. This is the Sim Man League, the place to be. And you guys have a great week. Take it easy.